Alright, I know. Most of you still have yet to see someone as great as me grace you with my presence on the mic. But hey, first time for everything. Now, frankly, I'm kind of tired. I'm over this shit. So, Golden, get your ass out here. Let's get this done.
Pie. Hey, so great of you to step out here and grace everyone with your presence, man. That presence that, up until this point, seems to be lacking. I'm glad you actually decided to stop being a little coward and step out to the ring and actually talk. You've got yourself a big mouth when you're behind that screen, so now you've got the chance to actually prove that you're more than just bark.
Please, since day one, I've had more presence than frankly you have now. Since day one, I've made a name for myself stepping up to knives while you powered away the most dead division in pro wrestling entertainment, where all you did was wrestle with the other lowlifes to try and make a name, which you failed at.
You talk about making a name for yourself, and let's say you did. Where's the title to back it up? You have no accolades. You have no accomplishments. Every time you get a sliver of a chance, you blow it. Meanwhile, I've been earning my opportunities. Golden ticket holder, 2-time OC champion, all-star champion. I've got more titles that I've won than you've had title opportunities that you've lost. But hey, you've got a lot of potential. I'll give you that. Breakout Star of the Year. Proud of you for it. But is that all you're gonna be? Just a breakout? Because when you get the chance, you flub it. You're too cocky, you're too egotistical, and you're too full of yourself to get the job done.
Potential. Let's face it, that's the dumbest word ever heard, Golden. You see, that's been used all around here. The potential to be big, potential to be a champion. The potential is for the lazy people who wait and lay back and pray something comes. And I'm just not done doing that. You feel me? Nobody thought I had the potential to be a mom. Did that. Nobody thought I had the potential to beat the Swan. Did that twice. Nobody thought I had the potential to beat Cardos. Look at that. Also did that twice. And nobody thought I even had a chance of beating you, the so-called best man in the division. And I've done that. So what makes what's going to happen at Valentines Violence any different than using that potential to finally win that damn title? The title, let's face it, you only got from the cash and that you damn near also failed.
The difference. The difference this time, Pi, is that I've got something different to fight for. Last time I fought to put an end to the authority. And while that didn't exactly go how I wanted it to, a match is a match. This time, though, it's personal. Because now you've gone after me directly. And now you've gone after the legacy that's been built. You've gone after the people that have built this division, this title. It's earned. It's not just weaseled into. Everyone else who's fought for this belt deserved the shot. Ito, Cassius Bright, Uncle Iroh, Akechi, heck, even your own husband Mondo all earned their shots. You didn't. You never have, and I'm going to prove why you shouldn't have had this shot.
Oh, Golden, that's where you done messed up, because before we even have this match, I'm already ahead of you. I know how to beat you, you don't know how to beat me. I know how you move, how you counter, I got you read like a damn book. And the cherry on top is that I get to choose the stipulation for how I get to take that title off of your hands. Because frankly, the truth is, Golden, not everything has to be done clean and perfect. You know, you of all people would know that considering you had to play dirty to get that belt in your hands though, in the first place.
Play dirty. Play dirty. When the future of the company was on the line? Pi, would you rather have had Amon as our all-star champion? Because let's be real. Your husband, give him all the credit in the world, he didn't get the job done. He lost to Amon. Clean. And you weren't there to help him. You weren't there when he needed you most. Like, why do you think Taka's been after you, man? Because to him, and to everyone else, you're nothing but a bro stealer.
So not only do you play dirty, but you now want to talk dirty? You know good and goddamn well I don't play when it comes to my husband. And I'm about to at least goddamn man to go home to. After that belt, you have nothing going for you. No real friends, no anything. You put wrestling so far up ahead that the second you lose this, you're nothing. Explains why you're so greedy for opportunities. Let's be real, Golden. You had the title defense at Avian Mania for your OC belt already scheduled. That wasn't enough for you. You then forced a War Games match that you lost, by the way, because of me. And on top of that, you still manipulated everyone into voting you into another title match that you also lost. Just saying. Like, face it, Golden. Outside of this ring and without wrestling, you're nobody. And at Valentine's Violence, you will finally lose the last thing you got and will go back to being a nobody.
I have no real friends? Me, no real friends. Well then, where's yours? You've had Splendid as convenience to your own ego, and then what? Who else do you really have, Pi? Who else really, truly, deeply cares for you? Because while you're floundering for friendship, I'm putting in the grind, and I'm earning the respect of the people. I won this title, not for myself, not for my accolades, but for the people, for the AWE universe. And I will defend this title for the AWE universe. Because while I'm doing this for them, you're only doing this for your own gain. Because deep down, everyone knows that you're selfish, and that the only person on your mind is you. So at Valentines Violence, I'm going to shut you up. I'm going to put you down, and I'm going to send you crawling back home. You want to talk about me being nobody? Well, when I'm done beating the brakes off of you, you'll be nothing more than Mondo's bitch.
Alright, Golden. You got that. But you know what I still got? The damn power to choose how you lose that title. So at Valentine's Violence, it's gonna be me, it's gonna be you, in one giant hell in a cell, and I'm not stopping there. 30 minutes, no submissions, you ain't tapping me out. Just pinfalls, or maybe the ref stops the match after I've driven your skull into that cell time after time after time. Because frankly, the games are done. I'm done trying to play nice. I want to beat your ass so damn badly that you wouldn't even want to think about setting foot back into that ring. Are we clear? See you Saturday.
This has been a week. I did not expect Pi to come out to start the show. Was literally not on the docket for today, but here we are. Man. Good day, good people. It's another fine day. In the year of the Vibrant. I'm the United States Aviator. Welcome back to AWE Rebellion. It is a high-strung time. But, without further ado, I have the unfortunate... Well, you know what? This isn't actually a very unfortunate privilege. But it is a Shingo demand and a Shingo made match. In the past, we've had lovers' quarrels, lovers' brawls, etc., at Valentine's Violence. This year, at Valentine's Violence, instead of having love showcased, Shingo says it's time to see people fall in love. She wants to play Cupid. And so she set off 2 10-person Rumble matches that she calls Love in Bloom. 10 competitors, all bachelors of some sort, will be entering this match. The 2 winning competitors will go on an all-expense-paid dinner date to talk, chat, and do whatever, and they get a selection of what to do after, as well as an activity, and we will be sending AWE crews to capture every moment, and this is certainly happening. That being said, all eligible bachelors can go through, and you guys have the opportunity to name potential bachelors yourself. There's a submission box, and I'll tell you what, not only is there a submission box, it is anybody goes. There's not just like a 10-person men's and 10-person women's. Anybody can go, as long as they are single and looking to mingle. Or just looking for friendship. They could have a little friend date, because there's a platonic love as well. We will see. That being said, those are official for Valentine's Violence, and I worry as to how that will go. It may be a PR disaster, but what Shingo says, unfortunately, at this point in time, does go. Let's continue. We have our OC Kings and Queens in action, and our future AWE Royal Crown winners in action, because all 4 of them are in the main event in a big fatal 4-way match. Who will get that last spur of momentum before Valentine's Violence hits this coming Saturday on Valentine's Day? We also have Iroh versus ECP, and a match that I don't look forward to. It is Sami versus I don't know yet, with Splendid refereeing, and I've been told if Splendid does not have a perfect referee bar, an absolutely perfect referee bar, Splendid is not fired. But Sami is. So Sami's career and livelihood is based on Splendid calling this match down the middle. And being completely fair, I don't know what Shingo has planned, but I don't like it. What I do like is we're about to see Magdalena Meisei in action, your OC Royal Crown winner and your new AWE OC champion. And that starts as the stars go. Black. I should have made sure that my microphone was all good, because I did not. And out first, your champion is here. Held the OC tag team titles for over a year, and is traded in that princess crown for the royal crown in the AWE. Magdalena, the princess, is here, decked out, shiny, glistening robe and crown on her head, as well as she makes her entrance for the first time with that championship beat Hazel this past Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Last Saturday, rather. At OC Revolution. If you haven't checked it out, go and check it out. There was a match that lasted almost an hour long, and it was not an hour long type of match. And it was, I watched it over, and it certainly was something. There were a lot of numbers that were said that I did not like, but Magdalena is someone I do respect. As I said, had a long reign as tag team champion, and now is the top of the OC division. Let's see. Oh, and she took off, she was like, I'm still me though. I can't wrestle in that. Tonight, going one-on-one with the person who took out the former Royal Crown winner, Alice, in round 1 in a show-stopping match. It is crown versus crown right now. Sarah is here. Let's see how this thing plays out. First time, I believe, Sarah's competing here at AWE Rebellion. Magdalena has competed here on one occasion, I believe, against the Racket Assault about a year ago. Tonight, her first one-on-one match. Clyde calling this one as this on. The Queen immediately going for a sick little combination. Went for a double axe there. Sarah goes diving and DDT out of the corner. Wasting absolutely no time as the kick lands on the back of the Queen. Magdalena is in a low, I was going to say, not starting off too hot. Sarah, remember, here's the thing. Sarah and Magdalena already have two different stories. Sarah won her round 1 match, lost in round 2 in that Royal Crown tournament. However, going on to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Going on, did not win round 2, right? Magdalena had a grueling night, won the entirety of that tournament to win that crown, and then also had to go one-on-one with the champion. That's what, 1, 2, 3, 4 matches in a single night. Had to win every single last one of them, and that takes a toll on the body. That toll, could it carry over just 8 days later? Absolutely, of course. Will Sarah take advantage of that? I would think absolutely, of course. We'll see how that plays out, though, because Magdalena, we've known, has been through plenty in her AWE career. We talk about holding those tag team championships with Pearl Saint for over a year, going toe-to-toe with the Racket Assault during their undefeated streak, and admittedly, almost put them down, which is crazy. Tonight, has Sarah potentially right where she wants her. That was some real grappling, and they keep grappling. The girls be grappling here. You can see the crowns a little ting-tinging against each other. Sarah this time gets the advantage, pushing Magdalena away. Maggie gets kicked. Oh no, not gets kicked. Maggie catches on a knee strike right to that of Sarah. And back to the grappling. Okay, you know what? The crown wearers, they do be grappling. Sarah this time pushed away, ducked out of the way of Magdalena's offense, but Magdalena a step faster, slams Sarah down. Quick standard body slam, but look at that, right back on the action. Sarah, a shot to the knee. And you think, and it is a submission, didn't check the heels. Actually, Magdalena, I think, clicked the heels right under that bottom rope. Sarah calling for Maggie to get up. Off the ropes, big old crossbody, actually went too high, scraped the crown, maybe actually was trying to aim for the crown and knock it off the head of Magdalena. Magdalena rolls to the outside. A punch right to Sarah. Smart, actually smart by the champ there, but Magdalena is down. Sarah, a step faster than the champion again. Stepping up, went for a shot to the chest. Magdalena pushing Sarah away. Sarah trying to get up quick, but Magdalena back in control. Into the ropes, what may be, hold on, reversal there, kick to the guts. Stood back up again, goes underneath, goes over top, and this time drop kick to the knee. Champion goes down, and rolling with that senton. As Sarah's riled up, neither of them working up a signature maneuver yet, but they have been going toe-to-toe, and I was gonna say nobody has the real upper hand right now, but I think it may be just narrowly, especially if this signature hits, going into the favor of Sarah as that sleeper hold is locked in deep. But a knee strike, wait a minute, that knee was strong, and I want to point out that knee alone was enough to bust Sarah wide open. Steps out of the way. Roll up, but the hands under the rope again. Clyde, eagle-eyed, catching every single rope breaker. Drag towards the center of the ring. We've seen Magdalena in action before. This signature saying, hey, I got the same thing. Hey, I'll wrap it around your neck as well. And knee strikes. Sarah also able to get out of it. Went for a knee. Nobody home. Lifted up in a knee strike again. Yo, there's knees everywhere. Knees all over the place. Stood up, climbing up. And big ol' splash by the Royal Crown winner. Interesting that those two actually traded the same submission hold, trying to get the one up on each other, getting into it in two different ways. Oh no. Stomp by Sarah. May have shattered the jewels on the crown. 1-2. Magdalena burns resiliency. The AWE OC champion just burned resiliency, and now an armbar is locked in on the champ. But look at this, Magdalena able to roll out, punching Sarah right in the forehead a couple of times. Lifted up, and that princess plunge. Is Sarah gonna burn here? 1-2. Does. And here's the thing, Sarah exhibited a lot of never say die attitude in that ambulance match. Refused to let a former queen and Alice even close a single door on her. Tonight, it's not Alice, not a former queen, it is a current queen. I thought she was blowing a kiss. That would have been insane disrespect. Hurricane Rana from the middle rope. You can hear the crowd start to build up. Middle rope again, saying, hey, second verse, same as the first. Is she gonna do the same thing again? Yes! But from the well one too many times. Oh! That might be enough. Did you see how Magdalena's throat went on that bottom rope? May have crushed the windpipe, but just narrowly. The shoulder gets plucked up. Ever so narrowly. Sarah jumping again. This time Magdalena, ooh, actually got caught, and that might have been bad. Got caught on the top of the dome with that flying move. Sarah now has a signature and a finisher. Look at this, though. Popped up and sent down with a bulldog. Sarah, ooh, a kick to the guts, too. Magdalena realizing she is very close as well to a finisher. And it's really, at this point, probably next finisher wins this match with how intense these two have been going. Yanked her by the back of her head by her hair. Playing dirty here tonight as she goes flying to the mat. Sarah just waiting, going to the corner and celebrating, saying, oh yeah, it's my time, but it may have been a bad idea. Poor timing. As Sarah goes down, Magdalena's got one more finisher lined up. Is that one celebration gonna be what cost Sarah this matchup as the queen goes flying? Setting up for one more plunge. Princess plunge lands. In what was an intense 1v1, it is all, oh! And that is that never say die attitude that we talked about when it came to, and then, oh my god, hold on a minute. What's up with that? Every time they're like mimicking each other's moves. But I want to point out, this is that never say die spirit that I'm talking about with Sarah. Oh, and we saw this before. Going for that. Ooh, no, not the stomp. Wasn't going for the stomp. Hit a Hurricane Rana-esque DDT. Little Hurricane Rana driver as a big double stomp as well, right to the heart of the queen. And ladies and gentlemen, 1, 2, set. Well, okay then. Well, okay then. This match is not over. I was about to say this is not the end, apparently. Sarah Dragon saying, I got one more move to put you away. Lifted Magdalena up one more time. Stomp. And dropped flush. Back and shoulders against the mat for 1, 2. And that is it. Sarah just pinned the queen and the OC champion. Sarah has now pinned, in the course of 8 days, every OC who's held that crown. It was an intense brawl between these two, going toe-to-toe. Crazy kickouts, and they kept exchanging some of the same moves. Little dragon sleeper, little armbar, but when it came down to it, that stomp. was the first of the big moves, but responding right back was that princess plunge. Intense move, really knocks out that spine. But Sarah was able to get out of it, not even once, but twice. Not one time, but 2 times for the 2-time. Shoulder got up. Magdalena one more time, went for a big splash. And here's the thing, I think if Magdalena went for the pinfall right there, it may have been enough. But instead, let Sarah recover a little bit. Or that princess plunge. And I don't even know if that's really going to be it, because look, that wasn't even a 2.9, that was like 2.75. Sarah might just be built different. And here's where, boom, hitting that flip right into the pinfall. 4-3, put away the OC champion and the royal crown. Once again, it's like I said, 8 days since having 4 matches versus 8 days having 2 matches. That wear and tear on the body can play a factor, but you can't take anything away from how Sarah kicked out of that princess plunge. That's not wear and tear. That's grit and determination. The same grit and determination we've seen from Sarah in the past at OC Revolution. That was the first of our Royal Crown winners going toe-to-toe at Rebellion. But we must go on, because we have ourselves Jagsfan also in action. Let's find out what kind of match we got in store for the new king of the OCs. I'm just waiting for the match to load, actually. I'm just waiting for a little bit. But now, we are prepared, and we go on as the stars go black. Who are we about to see Jags go one-on-one with here tonight? Oh, boy. We can't have nice things. Alright, so, okay, actually, hold on. Maybe it's actually Shingo Lamingo going to fight. No, it's a special guest referee match. Okay. Hold on a minute, that's not too bad. I mean, it's kind of bad, but it's not too bad. Shingo exerting her power and saying, hey, the administrator of the AWE is going to be the one calling this matchup, and if you are Jags fan, you got to imagine that is not what you want to see. You do not want to see Shingo Lamingo being the one who is your referee. Jagsfan has openly called out Shingo Lamingo, has called the IRC the flop era. And Shingo very clearly is not taking too much liking to that or to Jagsfan. I have a feeling that this is not going to be a easy match for the member of the Black Sheep. Goodness gracious, Shingo. Let's see how this plays out. And out comes your king of the OCs. Oh, not alone. Is out with the entirety. Well, maybe not the entirety, but I'll tell you what, out with all of the folks who have competed here in the AWE together. We got Neo, we got Haru, and we have Farina with Jagsfan showing support in what I was about to say is about to be an incredibly unfair match, but that may have just turned everything else around on its head. Hold on a minute. With everyone by, and it looked like Neil was over there pointing over at Shingo for a moment. Shingo just staring over saying, okay, well great, now we have all of these goofballs. More than likely she has called them goofballs in my ear before. has said they are goofballs, has said they are pests. I am just happy she hasn't gone as far to say, oh, they're fired, is what they are. Because she has a trigger finger for firing folks, and I don't like it. Nobody does. And who is Jagsfan going against one-on-one here tonight? I can't say I'm surprised. You, I suppose, can call her the hitman currently of the IRC. The surprisingly dominant force that is Neru, who has an AWE All-Star Championship match opportunity at Valentines Violence. It will be a fatal 5-way match. It will be Neru, it will be Maika, it will be Hutao, it will be Sakura. And it will be the champion Ibuki in a 5-person match. I am not sure what kind of match it will be yet. Management is trying to decide, but we will see how it all plays out. Neru stands tall as champion here, or not champion, as a potential future champion for the IRC here tonight. Can you imagine Shingo takes control and within, what, 2 weeks, Neru is champion? Wow, that doesn't seem incredibly biased to me. Man, it'd be crazy if someone got removed from their position for being biased against the auditors. Goodness. I'm sorry? Is Jax not fighting Neru? Okay, I haven't been paying attention to anything that was going on because I was just a little frustrated and mouthing off a little bit. What is going on here, actually? Because usually if you're a manager, you are just walking out with your person who's fighting, like with, Okay, we scheduled one-on-one action here tonight. Shingo said she would find an opponent for Jags, and I didn't like that, but I had no say in it. Maskoto didn't like that, but he had no say in it. Navia, via, you know, I don't want to say via satellite, via FaceTime, low-key, did not like it, because she is almost done recovering, which is very nice. From the injury sustained by, now we know it was Kave who caused that injury, that son of a gun. Almost recovered from that rib injury, and she didn't like it, but couldn't do anything about it. Shingo is calling this a matchup, and I don't know who Jags is fighting, but I've been through this enough times to I think have a idea of who Jags is fighting. It sounds like officially this is a 2-on-1 match. I'm sorry, is it a 2-on-1 tornado? No, hold on a minute. Okay, this is really incredibly unfair. But Jagsfan not backing down from the challenge, but right behind Jagsfan is Neru, who wants to immediately go for a pinfall. That's one. Ooh, kick out of one. From behind there, Sarah, oh my gosh, ripping the nose, the nostrils of Jagsfan as they just celebrate. Off the ropes, moonsault, and off the ropes again. Went for a big splash there. Not the case. 1, 2. Okay, hold on. That count was fast, dude. That count was fast. Jagsfan realizing what he's up against. Sarah was busy celebrating. Jagsfan, the only person in the ring on his feet right now, trying to fire back over at Neru. Trying to fire back at everybody, lifting Sarah up. Going for a slam. Sarah gets out of it. Shot to the back of the knee. Jagsfan, you gotta roll to the outside. Yeah, that's smart. If Jagsfan can roll to the outside, maybe get some help from his assistants. Ooh. A kick to the gut. And a kick to the back of the head as well. More kicks right to the crown, not falling off. This is unbelievable. Unbelievable. And we know Shingo has had problems, I think specifically with Haru, but and I guess that's now just transpiring over to the friends of Haru, transpiring over to oh, but look at this. Farina looks like she's going to get an assist in there. Brings in a steel chair for Jagsfan. Jagsfan trying to go and get it, but Neru's stepping right on it. Jagsfan saying, no, yeah, let's go, Jags. Hold on a minute, Jags. Oh, reversal there. Jagsfan was trying to get them both down before grabbing that chair that Farina put out there. Wait, hold on a minute. What? Bro! Jagsfan kicked out, and a steel chair, the steel chair that Farina put out there for Jagsfan, but called a rope break. Okay, I'm so confused about Shingo Lamingo. Shingo very clearly kicked Jagsfan in the head, said, I don't know what she said, but I'm not happy about it. Goodness gracious. But then called a rope break, so not calling this matchup completely unfairly. Jagsfan is getting tossed around, beaten up relentlessly by members of the IRC. Sarah biting the fingers of Jagsfan. And the rest of the Black Sheep are forced to just look on. They know they'll get ejected by Shingo Lamingo should they interfere, and at best, fired at worst. And you gotta imagine Shingo's just waiting for an opportunity to have a reason to fire Haru. And I think this might be, oh my gosh, biting his ear too! I was gonna say this has to just be Shingo's way of saying, give me a reason, I dare you. This has to be Shingo's way of saying, give me a reason, I dare you, to the three ladies on the outside. Jagsfan still getting tossed. Neru letting Sarah have her fun. Sarah likely so happy to have a referee on her side for once. Baseball bat in hand. And look at this. Hold on. Neo trying to help Jagsfan out while Shingo's back is turned. Removing that turnbuckle, if Jagsfan is able to... Oh, no. I was going to say if Jagsfan is able to use it, colliding the heads together. Hold on a minute. Kick right to the guts. Jagsfan down, but not out. Powerbomb into... Oh, turned around. Face first into the turnbuckle from behind. Oh, no. Ooh. Backslide bomb. Rope break called by Shingo, which is interesting as well. Powerbomb position. Dropped. Sarah, however, now dragging Jagsfan over to the center of the ring. Stomp right to the chest, and that tornado kick right to the back. I'm sorry? Called rope break, but there was no rope break. Oh wait, hold on, a little misfire. I was gonna say, I'm not sure if 1, 2, and a fast count as she slapped Jagsfan in the face 3 times. Jagsfan tried his best to win this unfair 2-on-1 assault with his captive audience, unfortunately. Disgusting and despicable. They came out here to celebrate, but they knew they could not interfere directly. Or Shingo would have their jobs, and maybe worse, have all of them expelled from the AWE. But at the end of the day, Sarah said, get him. Shingo slapped him in the head 3 times, right behind the ear that Sarah tried, or I guess not even tried to, did chew on. And look at them celebrate this hollow, despicable victory. Okay, what do you mean fair? Now, what do you mean by fair? Because I'll tell you what, I feel like that was, give me the stars. A disgusting display from the IRC. And it gave a real, if you're not with us, you're against us. That being said, I'm at the very least looking forward to our next match. Goodness gracious. It has to be tough if you're a member of the Black Sheep, and with the IRC in control. Because you know what, I like the Black Sheep. I like their members. Shingo does not. There is heat between those two groups, and tonight it seems to have almost reached a boiling point. We have to go on though. It is Iroh versus the new AWE United World Champion, El Condor Pasa ECP as the stars. Go. Black. Now first, the former AWE United World Champion. Iroh wearing a crown, not winner of the Royal Crown, so you know, that's neither here nor there, but I guess you can just buy a crown, you can have a crown yourself. Regardless, that is the first United World Champion and the longest reigning United World Champion as of current day, present day. We'll go on one-on-one. I'll go with that. We'll go on one-on-one now. We'll go one-on-one with the current AWE United World Champion. Lost the title to Amy Rose at the Fight Before Christmas in a big Elimination Chamber matchup. Tonight, Iroh looks to regain some stolen glory. Not going to be able to beat Amy Rose, but is going to be able to maybe prove a point and pin ECP, saying, hey, I've been the former champion. Keep your eyes on me. You should be voting me in the next time we have a poll. And we will have a poll at Valentines Violence. So keep your eyes peeled for that, as it is the AWE United Will Champion. You can hear the audience roaring as she won what I still have to say is AWE's match of the year thus far. ECP, Sakura, and Amy Rose put on a barn burner, but when the bell rung to end the match, one horse stood tall. ECP. We could be experiencing a potential classic here tonight as Iroh and ECP go one-on-one. Longest reigning, current United World Champions go one-on-one, and it's on. Went for a shot there, but oh, hold on, responding right back and tossing Iroh over to the side. And a kick right to the head. Clyde calling this matchup. ECP getting turned around and Iroh right into a grapple. You got to keep in mind, Iroh a little bit crazy with the grapples. We've seen Iroh use a German suplex off of a whole ambulance before, which was something that I didn't know was even a possibility in somebody's mind. Iroh went a little bit nutsy cuckoo. Hold on. Rolled right back over. Oh, turned back around. And a backslide And I say nutsy cuckoo, but I really mean just determined. That's how determined Iroh was to win that ambulance match, and what an ambulance match it turned out to be. And I think that is that fighting spirit, that will from Iroh that helped build the repertoire, the namesake of the United Will Championship. ECP, voted in by you all, is now the champion and will be defending at Valentines Violence. A live poll will go up at Valentines Violence, and we will decide who gets that opportunity. Oh, at VV. One-on-one against ECP. Hold on, rope break. As these two are back at it. Iroh has beaten the likes of, I believe, I guess you could say Mocha. Nimona, let me see, Skeletor, and, the Cowboy. What's his name again? Oh, it don't matter. Yes, it do, but I digress. ECP, however, by winning the championship, has beaten the likes of Amy Rose and Sakura Ogami, the wife of Iroh. A lot to dissect there between these two, and we will see how this plays out. In fact, it was ECP, it was Iroh's wife who ECP pinned at Rebellion Live, so keep that in mind as well. ECP and Iroh going crazy one-on-one, but a headbutt takes Iroh down. Hold on a minute, went for a super kick. Iroh steps out of the way, drop kick by Iroh all the same. Calling for ECP to get up, and you gotta remember, this ain't just Iroh. This is the new generation Iroh into the ropes. Ooh, big, I don't know what that was. Clyde was in the way. Right afterwards, middle rope, elbow drop, going Iroh, and nobody's home. ECP with a knee strike right to the face right afterwards. Look at the smile on ECP's face as well. Just happy to be battling here. Up, kick to the back of the neck, and a kick right back by those horse legs. Dragging Iroh towards the center of the ring. Unsure what ECP might have planned here. A pinfall, which is not the worst decision. Iroh has no resiliency. 1, 2, kick out. Kick out, I think that might have been honestly a very wise call. Iroh forced to crawl into the corner, struggling, and has the back turn, but may have actually been baiting in ECP and a shot to the spine. Turn back around. Shot right underneath the jaw. Right to the neck as Iroh continues running, but ECP steps out of the way. Iroh with a kick right back. ECP goes down. Champion is getting called up, and Iroh moving all around them, rages up. ECP still stunned and gets taken down. Pinfall 1. ECP has no resiliency, but it's certainly not enough to keep the champ down right now. It may be changing in just a second, because with that rage came, oh, hold on, a missed close, or maybe a missed chop. It wasn't quite a clothesline. Up, underneath, and we've seen this before, but Iroh with the reversal. ECP was going for those gates closed. And instead, we're looking for Iroh. That's not Iroh. That's the silly driver. 1, 2. Resiliency's burn. Iroh's from the top rope. Hey, you know what? My brain still scrambled from that last match. Iroh right back in control. ECP realizing that she's in there with one of the best. Iroh there as good as they come. Flying through the ropes. As ECP is now struggling to catch her breath against Iroh Ogami in this fight. We're at a count of 3, going for a pinfall right afterwards. Honestly, that might be enough after going through those ropes. 1 and 2. No. Champ still survives. Iroh has gotten all that vitality back, essentially. Kick right to the back as well, trying to make sure that ECP stays down as the coffin drop actually hits. And goes for another pin right afterwards. Coffin drop hurts. 1, 2, and it hurts enough. Not for the pin, though. Not for the pin, but Iroh does have another finisher lined up. Lifting, no, not lifting up ECP yet. Neck getting cranked right now by Iroh. Man. ECP rolling over to the ropes, dragging herself underneath. Smart decision by the champion. Get some separation. May be able to separate enough to get a reversal in, but no, goes flying to the outside. Last time Iroh went diving. Is Iroh about to go flying again? Oh, I thought for a second Iroh was about to go all the way to the top rope. They look like they considered it, instead walks outside saying ECP is not getting up quite yet. Lift it onto the shoulders. ECP slammed down. ECP is having a rough show of things after getting that finisher reversed. So, oh wait, Salida del Sol actually reversed right there on the outside. That may have been a big turning point that, ECP needed from behind. German suplex. Elbow drop to the back as well. This is kind of reminiscent of ECP's title win. Big flying move at ECP. ECP, keep in mind, was kind of on the back end of eating finisher after finisher in that triple threat match. We're at count of 5. Oh, rolled out of the way. Count of 6. They got to get back into the ring. Oh, no, you don't think. Oh, outside the ring, Iroh gets dropped on the head and neck. ECP picks up a victory that I can call anything but decisive. Iroh, who's got a history of head and neck problems and concussions, here in the AWE. ECP at a count of 6 saying, well, I think it's still time for me to take this victory. Jumped up, rolled all the way around, and ladies and gentlemen, ECP with the victory. Goodness gracious. Coffin drop lands. I want to point out, this was a match that was all Iroh. If ECP maybe got Iroh back into the ring, maybe ECP could hit the finisher, but I think ECP said, you know what? Let's leave the audience wanting more on the outside. ECP started to get those reversals. But at the end of the day, dropped Iroh with one destroyer. And that was all she wrote for ECP to get the count-out victory against Iroh. You might have to remember that the next time we got a poll, and we will have a poll for the United Will Championship. Congratulations once again to ECP as the stars. Come back to me. Get back over here. Whew! I'll tell you what, we had ourselves a match here. Well, to be fair, Iroh had themselves a match. To be honest. But ECP's, admittedly proving that she's done some learning. Sometimes you want to keep fighting, but sometimes it's more beneficial as the champion to slide back in the ring and say, hey, this fight is over. I'm good. I'm taking this victory in my book, but we move on to a match that I am greatly concerned about. Splendid has to get a perfect rating in this matchup. And when Shingo said perfect rating, she means the bar has to be full. Or Sami is fired from his referee job in the AWE. I don't even know who Sami is fighting. But Splendid, the best of luck as the stars go. And if that don't sound like the best referee in the business. Splendid is here. Splendid, who's had a big hand in training a lot of the referees. Well, training is what he says. They've had their training, but he wants to help them improve because he is, as he says, God's perfect referee, God's chosen. Tonight, he has to prove that, or Sami loses his job. Which is, I think, incredibly unfair But Shingo's defense was, well, if he has a perfect referee training him, then I have no problems keeping him. But if Splendid is anything less than perfect, then and I quote, dimwit like Sami can't learn a thing from him, and he's better off gone. Now, I don't like that Shingo Lamingo. That's all. I have nothing else to say. I just don't like that Shingo Lamingo. She sucks. Bar none, nothing else. I got nothing else to say. Splendid, you are taking your sweet time drinking and everything. You think you would be a little bit more you know what? I take that back. Huh? I think I can sense a little bit of concern in the aura of Splendid. Mainly because none of us know who Sami is fighting, which is not great. And out next, it's Sami. I wish I had some. I need to get some water. Sami walking down AWE Rebellion. Sami, I don't believe, has ever won a match. Splendid, I believe, has refereed a match for Sami, or vice versa. I don't remember, but I'll tell you what. Sami, this is not about if you win or lose, so you gotta either fight this fight, or, hey, admittedly, Sami, you might, as much as I want to say, you might want to lose quick, because that would have probably saved Splendid from Somebody tell me I didn't just see joy on my screen. Somebody please tell me that if I look up right now, I don't see joy on my screen. Oh man, if I were in Splendid's shoes, I would have a really hard time too. Oh, this is a name that should have never returned. This is a name that should have been left at AV Mania and never have been said again. Oh, hoo boy. And here's the worst part about this. And here's the thing. I think for this matchup, you guys are going to need to see the bar. You will need to see the bar. So I will come over here, and we're gonna watch that bar together. The problem is that even if this match ends very quickly, keep your composure. You gotta keep your composure, Splendid. That bar does not start at full, so Splendid low-key immediately starts with a disadvantage. So this is the referee rating system. Usually it is hidden when our normal refs are out there. Splendid, no, Splendid. You gotta. I understand who it is, Splendid, but you gotta keep it together, dude. Today, this match I didn't understand, but it has come down to the Splendid likes Sami more than he hates Joy. And that over there? That was a perfect count. He's so close. No, Splendid, no, Splendid, please. Splendid, please, no, Splendid. Oh, Sammy's screwed, dude. Oh, Sammy's so screwed, dude. This match is no disqualification, so that's good. That's good. Goes under. Back elbow doesn't land at a drop kick to Sami. Sami rolls out of the way. This match is so hard to call because as much as I hate that joy too. One. Oh no! Oh my gosh, Splendid was set up. Oh my gosh, Splendid was. We were all set up.
Here is your winner,
Sami with a look of at first it looked like concern that I'm pretty sure I may have just been fired, but wants to put on a brave face for the audience. Oh no. Sami. And here's the problem. And just fade. Never mind, don't fade me to black. Fade me in. As someone who has worked with Sami for a very long time, this is heartbreaking. As someone who has worked with Splendid to get rid of Joy, I understand his rage at seeing his stupid dumb face and his stupid dumb Hawaiian shirt and his stupid dumb stupidity in the AWE. He shouldn't be here. He lost at AV Mania fair and square. Okay, we need to finish the show so I can talk to Shingo Lamingo. Get our fatal four-way ready. Get Sami, dude. I'm sorry, I have a lot of words, actually, as for what just happened. I have a lot of words to talk about in regards to what has just happened. Let's talk about them. Stars. Look, I don't know how Shingo can hold Splendid to such a high standard when she herself was a piss-poor referee earlier tonight. That's my starting thing, but you know, I will say that to Shingo's face. Uncle Iroh is out here now. Iroh is now one match away from the protege versus not disciple versus mentor battle. Gin versus Iroh at Valentines Violence. He will have to become a king to do that. Can he do it? I don't know, because facing off against him is a tough battle. It will be a true big old meaty match. Iroh, the best of luck to you. Stepping over that top rope. Incredible firebender. Had it taken by Amon, restored by Deity Miku. Do you think Iroh is gonna use it as well? Do you think Iroh might use it? Is the $1 million question. We will see. It's a fatal four-way match. It's not elimination. It's one pinfall wins. And can you imagine the upper hand you would get if you were to pin the person that you are going up against at Valentine's Violence? We could see Uncle Iroh here tonight in the main event pin Q-taro, and could do the same thing later this Saturday at Valentines Violence to go on to beat, or not beat Gin, fight Gin. That being said, Q-taro's got his own reasons for wanting to be here, and he decimated a powerhouse in the Amazing Nine Tails to do so. Now he's got to get through the Uncle Taker, Uncle Iroh, but Q-taro Burgerberg is no slouch. Ever since joining up with Deity Miku, he's had a little bit of a year. He's had like a quiet rage that has slowly been kind of not silenced, but more controlled under Deity Miku's guidance. Guided it to the right locations, guided it to Gunther, and he was able to seal away Amon terminology, well, let's forget about that, was able to make sure that Gunther could no longer use the Power Bomb as a finisher. The Burger Bomb now remains. Tonight he looks to Burger Bomb anybody in his path, that's true, but at Valentine's Violence he looks to Burger Bomb his way to a rematch with Gin. And this is a woman who has always been kind of perennially in the mid-card. Skated around the tag team division as well, has Sherazard as a partner, and was not even supposed to be in this match, but after a convenient, I might add, attack on Margaret, and going one step further, a shocking kind of squash victory on Aiba as well. Franziska von Karma made her way into the tournament, has made her way to the finals of the tournament as well. Can she go from the mid-card, go from the tag team division, become a world champion this coming Saturday? Against her is a name that is brand spanking new to the AWE. She was put in and suggested via the Rumble vote, not the Rumble voting, I'm sorry, the Rumble predictions, and has now won every single match that she's ever been in. Can, first of all, she continue that streak here tonight against two of the best in the AWE and up-and-comer and her opponent at the finals at Valentine's Violence, Von Karma. Verosika has taken the stage. What will unfold? I don't know, but I'm very much excited to find out. These four will all be vying for a crown, and they will be vying for the championship. Two people here will have to fight twice in one night, but in terms of who can do it, anybody could do it. Anybody could do it. We've only had one. I think we've only had one person ever fail in the main roster to get the championship after becoming king or queen. And I believe that was Queen against Hina. We've only had it happen one time in the OCs. That is Jagsfan against DJ. Will we have another one between these four? I'm not sure. I will say that Aiba is no slouch. But when it comes to Von Karma, it looks like, you know, might have had the number. Ooh, might have had the number of Aiba. As these four are going at it. I don't know if Clyde's head is in the game right now. I'm going to keep it a buck with you. He just saw the results of that last match. His friend and his co-worker in, oh my gosh, friend and co-worker in Sami has just been fired. Von Karma swatted away by Q-taro. And Q-taro with a big chop, and Von Karma hurting bad. Verosika's getting worn down by Uncle Iroh. But a kick right to that. Iroh goes down. Verosika, ooh, hold on a minute. Those two kind of incidentally worked together in tandem well. Verosika didn't get all of that coffin drop. And maybe getting all of a big slam by Q-taro. Burgerberg! But look at this. Wait, he's still got the purple bar? Hold on a minute. He was getting attacked so many times earlier. I'm shocked he still got it, but call it commentator's curse because it's down, and so was Q-taro. Shot right to the back. Verosika goes down, and here's the thing. Verosika in these multi-person matches, we know, is a mastermind. Was able to keep herself away from most of the damage for the most of it in her triple threat qualifier in the quarterfinals. She let Maika and Mew essentially just go at it so she could easily take the victory. But right now, look at who's fighting. These two big, meaty boys are giving us a little preview of Valentine's Violence in the ring right now. Rolls out of the way. Popped up, sent down. We could see that win the championship. Could see that win the crown. But firing right back, Q-taro, he's not letting up. And now over to the other side, we're seeing Verosika. Oh my gosh, getting decked by Q-taro. I'm sorry. I think that's the second time we've really seen Q-taro hit that wheel kick. I didn't know he had it in his arsenal. He did it against, Fireball. Fireball, I think, actually missed there. Verosika probably used to those kinds of flames. Up in the sky, I don't believe that's Burger Bomb, but that was a hefty power bomb on Von Karma. Verosika was looking for some kind of uppercut off the ropes. Hitting, oh my gosh, Uncle Iroh with a cutter. But over there, it looked like the signature was reversed, and a power bomb by Von Karma herself, saying, "This is what a power bomb looks like, you foolish fool." And a foolish fool looks like Verosika right now, because I'll tell you what, that kick knocked her teeth loose. Knocked her teeth loose as Von Karma gets out and steps back in, realizing her opponent, she can do a little bit of extra damage to her tonight, and instant karma lands. If we see that this Saturday, Von Karma will be wearing a crown. Because there will be nobody to break it up. Come Valentine's Violence, these will be one-on-one, big-time, no-holds-barred matches. Von Karma toss. Ugh! Into the post. The shoulder, man. Went for a shot there. Lifted up and planted down. This is what I was talking about. These two are going to be hitting a big, high-energy moves to take each other down. It'll be like if anybody was like in the vicinity of these moves, it feels like the shockwaves might hurt based on these two outside the ring. We were seeing a little tug-of-war, a little Irish whip battle between Von Karma and Verosika. Verosika turning Uncle Iroh around, yanking, and a headbutt right to the back. Oh man, hold on a second. Popped up, sent down. Von Karma back on the offensive against Verosika. Now, admittedly, the second freshest person, Q-taro Burgerberg, still going a little wild. Verosika on the ropes, calling with a signature and a finisher for Von Karma to get up off the ropes. Ooh, but ducked out of the way, swats Verosika out and says, "Hey, you get up." No, you don't get up. Went flying herself. Verosika able to roll out of the way too. Outside of the ring. Ooh, wait a minute. Von Karma rolls out of the way of that move. Catches the leg. Looks like she's going for a figure four, and it's locked in outside the ring. It looks like an arm, like almost a standing Kimura lock by Uncle Iroh. Reversal of the pressure of the figure four inside of the ring. Man, usually we see in these Fatal 4-Way matches, they tend to mix things up. But right now, we are literally almost seeing our two one-on-one matches at the Cheeks land. Shades of Mekon with that thing. We haven't seen her in a while, thank goodness, if you know what if you catch my drift. Q-taro may have just evened things up, walked in to even things up with Von Karma, and then left, which is hilarious. Verosika does still have two finishers, unable to use the first one. Von Karma, goes underneath. Mayday is down with a kick. Uncle Iroh realizing, I think, that he needs to get into the ring for 1-2. Kick out. And I want to point out, Verosika had no resiliency there. Von Karma rolls out of the wing. Oh my gosh. Fireball, and I just realized what match we are getting. We have a Fireball Powerbomb. That Fireball versus, as we're looking at it right now, the Burger Bomb. 1, 2, and Iroh, I'm sorry, you gotta be, I cannot wait for Iroh versus Q-taro, because Iroh did not kick out of, he kicked out of that rather without resiliency, which is nutty. The Burger Bomb at that low vitality, he kicked out without resiliency, is crazy. Couple more kicks, couple more chops. Big ol' boot right to the face. And I'm trying to peek around at Von Karma. She's got the finisher. The wheel kick lands on Mayday. And Mayday might need some Mayday after that. Big knee strike by Von Karma. And now we're seeing these two singles matches go to different realms. Von Karma down. 1, 2. Oh. Von Karma kicked out, I think, may have burned resiliency. May have. I was going to say very much may have looked at that. Wait a minute. Actually, ugh. Plopped down, and Q-taro was ready for it. Verosika on the outside is dead. Q-taro Burgerberg very close to having another finisher, but I want to point out, Q-taro is also so fresh and so clean. Arm getting wrenched back. Verosika surveying the damage. Goes after Q-taro Burgerberg. Whipped around. Ooh, what was that? I got no idea, but we've seen this. Twist of Fate. Twist of Fate lands, and that is 1. That's 2. I'm sorry. Uncle Iroh still kicked out without resiliency? Uncle Iroh kicked out of 2 finishers without resiliency? Unprettier lands on Von Karma, but look who's there. Q-taro to kind of break that up a little bit. 1, not even. Verosika saying, that's my pin. You get away from that, you oaf. Pops him over. Ooh, goodness gracious, sends him down. Von Karma's back up to her feet and is the only person in the ring. And now nobody is. I take that back, Clyde is. I love him to bits. I love him to bits, but Von Karma's head, oh my gosh, Von Karma's having a bad time. Having a bad time right here. Oh no, Iroh, come on, my dude. Iroh, there's no need, there's no reason. Double axe from the heavens to the outside, stomping on the knees of Q-taro. Verosika has built up a lot of vitality by, once again, standing around on the sides and recovering. At the very least, she is a smart competitor. Von Karma, on the other hand, is getting decimated by Uncle Iroh before, less than a week before your fight. That's the last thing you want to happen. Popped up, belly to belly. Iroh stepping back into the ring. Only for Von Karma to get a baseball bat and follow suit. Verosika also in there. Everybody's got a position. Von Karma is about to take a little trip to the Ring of Fire. And now we have Verosika and Uncle Iroh standing tall. I'm sorry, Oblivion, big splash. Who has the pin first? Q-taro kicked out without resiliency. But Von Karma is dead. I want to point out something about this match. Q-taro and Uncle Iroh never burned. They both kicked out of big finishing moments, but never burned resiliency. Von Karma, however, took finishers from everybody. The twin pins are what allowed a victory, but that won't be the case. This Saturday, if the result of Q-taro versus Iroh is the same as the result here tonight, Gin versus Iroh one-on-one, mentor versus protege for the AWE Championship will be live. If it's the opposite, it will be Q-taro Burgerberg in a rematch from the fight before Christmas. Look at that, twin pins at the same time. 1, 2. Q-taro kicked out first. Clyde went over to Von Karma. Von Karma was flattened after getting hit by that Ring of Fire. And that's a smart man. For the thrill of the fight, he may be the king of the AWE. Now here's the thing, you gotta imagine Iroh has to be thinking about hanging up the boots at some point in the future. It may be closer than you might imagine, but Iroh, right now, is on the verge of doing something special, actually. Because he has held the AWE All-Star Championship, has never held the AWE Championship, has been a tag team champion. He may just need to fight forever. You know what I mean? You gotta keep that in mind as well. But I digress. That, I was about to say, as the stars go, that's actually our main event, and that is our show. Iroh plucks the victory, and this was, you know, I was so like pleased, like in the second half of that match, that then I came through here to see that thing. That thing better not be employed in this company again. And Sami is not. They used Splendid. They used, and look, I know some people are like, oh my gosh, you just go ahead and put your differences aside for Sami's sake. You don't know how much hate Joy stirs in people like me and like Splendid. I would have potentially, no, let me talk to you. I would have done the same thing. So I personally cannot blame Splendid. I hate Joy. And I know Splendid hates Joy, but let's keep going. ECP with a count-out victory on Iroh. Jagsfan was 2-on-1 against as his crew was forced to stand and watch. And lastly, Sarah pulls off a shocking and great, honestly, match against Magdalena and takes the victory on the Queen of the OCs and the OC Champion. What will that mean for the future? I don't know. But for right now, that is our show. Until this Saturday for Valentines Violence. Give me back over real quick. With the stars, huh? We got a whole lot going on. We got, as we said earlier, we got Verosika versus Von Karma as our finals for the ladies. We have Uncle Iroh versus Q-taro for the Royal Crown finals for the men. Gin and Aiba will be defending their championships against the Royal Crown winners. Golden versus Pi, as you saw kicking off this show, will be at Valentine's Violence with a match type of Pi's choosing. Ibuki versus Hutao versus Maika versus Sakura versus Neru in an all-star title match. 5-person, I don't know what the stipulation is, but we'll find out. March 7th, we'll go one-on-one with An Takamaki, and I'll keep it a buck with you. March didn't quite seem like herself, and I don't mean that as an Evernight joke, but it feels like she was off her game, and maybe what's going on with the third law rattled her. Mitarai versus Robbie Rotten. As Mitarai, however, looks like he's very much on his game, so Robbie Rotten's gonna have to do a whole lot to come out as #1. And as we announced recently, there will be 2 10-person Love in Bloom Rumble matches. So make sure you enter some potential romantics in the poll. Until then, into the submission box, I am the United States Aviator. I have to go talk to Shingo because I am very perturbed about this Joy situation. Toodaloo Flight Crew, thank you for watching.